Hi, hello. I welcome you all to our Theatrical Speakers Club meeting number 64. Really, it's great to see you all again here. Though many are held up with their exams and other personal works, let us all join together and we will do our work here today. And I hope really we are going to rock it. And as you all know, we have three exciting segments in our meet. One is the prepared speeches, and in this speech, you will be given. You can prepare your own speech on your own topics, and you can incorporate voice modulation, gestures, facial expressions, and body language, and you can bring messages to the audience. And the second segment is the spotlight speech, the most avoided and the thrilling part of the meet, isn't it? And here the participants will be given a topic on the spot and you have to speak for at least 1 or 2 minutes. And this will really sharpen your ability to think, and also it enhances the confidence and strengthens the spontaneity of your communication skill. And the third part is the evaluation and the report time. And in this final segment, our evaluators will be providing the constructive feedback on the performances. And this is where your growth happens really. Okay. So when we learn to accept critic gracefully, really it will refine our skills further. So I hope we will be accepting the feedbacks and we will refine ourselves. And we have roles to be taken. We have the speakers, the evaluators, and the auxiliary evaluators. Speakers who will be giving a speech, and the evaluators or the one who will give the feedback on the speeches, and the auxiliary evaluators, we have the timer, grammarian, filler counter, and the listener. And the timer will note down the timings, the grammarian will take a point of all your grammatical errors, and the filler counter will make note of all the r's and ums and unnecessary words that you use during your speeches. And then the listener is the quizzer who will ask questions at the end of the session based on the meet. So this is our flow of the meet, and let us all join and we'll grow together. Over to John.
I am sorry, I just now put some seven achus. I don't know why. Okay, hello everybody. Good evening. Hope you're all doing good. Are you sick? I look like I'm sick. Yeah, just now. Everything was fine. Yeah. Okay, good evening everybody. Last week, what did we see? We saw showing versus telling. You all remember? Yeah. So as a speaker, for us to be effectively talking, it's not just like telling but like actually showing things. Now what is the difference between telling and showing? The first rule that I put here was do not state the obvious. You remember that? So when you state the obvious things, it becomes like a very boring speech. You see, if you say it was my birthday that day, I was so happy, and going like that. But instead of stating the obvious, I told you about how exactly you turn these talking sentences into or telling sentences into showing sentences. Yeah. So the first rule that I told you was to involve all of your senses of what exactly you saw, what exactly you heard, what you smelled, what you tasted, maybe what you felt in your body, something touched you, or what you thought in your head. The first rule, that one, everybody clear? Anybody has any doubts in that, please let me know. All good? Okay. The second thing that I want to tell right now is to tell saying this rule called this happened and this happened and I thought. Did I share that last week? No. Okay. So this happened, that happened, and I thought. Did I share that?
No, John.
Okay. Yeah. No, everybody saying yes, sir, because I taught the same in spring days and here I'm getting confused. Okay, so if I taught this, then this is the thing. Okay, so this is the second rule for you to show without show versus telling. Instead of just telling what exactly you want to say, if I like, I will write this first and then I will say this happened and this happened and I thought. Yeah, so that means what? I went there, I saw this, and I thought to myself. Easy, no? So first rule is to say I saw this I was able to hear these things. I felt this and I thought about it and all that. The next one is this happened, and I thought. Okay, that is another rule for showing versus telling. Now I'm going to put some showing tell sentences here. Okay, like telling sentences here. Ma'am, Akshit is asking for link. Please share with him. Okay, so I'm going to put some telling sentences here, and let's see if you're able to convert them into showing sentences. You don't have to type all of it. You just have to unmute and talk. Okay, let's see. Okay, um, telling sentences. That day was our school's sports day. Can somebody convert this into a showing sentence? Anybody? There is no right answer, wrong answer. Anybody that can convert this into a showing sentence? Is everybody so silent? No? Okay. Telling sentence versus showing sentence. Okay, so well, let's do this. Okay, so that day was our school sports day. Can somebody say what I saw there? Like if it was my school sports day, what would I have seen there? Medals, people, and all that. Like if you want to say okay, so people running and all of that, yeah. So if instead of just saying that day was my school sports day, I could say I was standing in the in among the audience and cheering for Fiona running for her to win because it was my school sports day. That is something that I was doing. You get the idea. And what's what well, so our school was filled with a lot of people, from parents to children and everybody, because it is our school's first sports day. You get the idea. So that way, when you describe it visually on what exactly you were seeing, then it comes out like as a showing sentence. Can somebody tell about what you would be hearing? Things that you would be hearing there.
Cheering up.
People cheering, loudspeakers. I don't know. On the speaker there are music. What kind of musics will be there? Yeah, hearing how sports is important. Oh yeah, somebody is coming and lecturing about how sports is important for your life. All
Trumpet.
of those. Yeah, so all of these things are things that you would be hearing there. Okay, so then you can start with saying I was in my school bus, and from 200 meters away I was able to hear blaring music from my school, and I knew this was going to be an amazing day because it was the sports day in our school. You get the idea? Steve, what's your doubt? Why so many questions? Ashmita, what are you saying? That day you said you were sleeping. Today you're saying you're boring.
No, I think she's saying that speak
No, sir.
is boring in that sports day event.
Yes, sir.
Pause,
Sports day.
pause. Ashmita is always doing the wrong comment for a right thing. And then she was like, I slept half an hour before, sir, but I put it in the comment box when John sir was talking. Yeah. Okay, so that's speaking versus showing versus the talking versus showing. Okay, so the first thing is to use your senses. Second thing is not state the obvious. Turn off, like after you write your speech down, change all of your obvious sentences into not so very obvious sentences using your senses and everything. And the third one, I will do a separate session on this. I will do an activity and all of those things. But the third one that you could be doing is to expanding and advancing. Anybody knows what exactly this is? Advancing, expanding and advancing when you do your speech. Yes, Fiona.
Sir, I was about to tell fat and thin, sir. Fat and thin.
Fat and thinner.
After you said about the speech, no, that.
Oh, like that.
Now I got the idea.
Hmm.
They are going like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Is
my
what?
God. That is expanding speech.
Mm-hmm.
And like, ooh.
Okay, let me tell you what exactly is expanding and advancing. Okay, expanding is like, say, like I'll take the story of the thirsty crow, for example. Okay, so if thirsty crow, if I said once upon a time there was a crow, the crow was very thirsty. They found the crow found a pot of water, it could not reach it, and all of then that's an advancing story where nobody is even like listening to what exactly I'm talking, because it's like really going really fast from first scene to the second scene to the third scene to the fourth scene, and the story got over even before audience are like, what happened? Yeah. So what if I expanded and said once upon a time there was a crow. This crow was sitting on a tree and was feeling very, very thirsty. And the crow was thinking, oh my God, I'm feeling thirsty again. I don't know what I'm going to do, because yesterday when I felt thirsty, I didn't have water. Today also I have to go and hunt for water because there is no water in the place where I am. There was one river nearby, but that river dried up because I don't know what the reason is. Now, when you expand that, I've not still not gone to the next scene. I've not gone to the scene where the crow was flying to search for water. But I'm talking about what the crow was feeling. You get the idea? So that one is expanding a little bit. But if I kept saying the crow was sitting there and thinking, it'll be boring for you also. No? So you need to know how much to expand and then advance. How much to expand and then advance. So you keep advancing and expanding a little bit here. So your speech becomes more engaging. Okay, right now most of us are creating our speeches with ChatGPT's help and all of those things. I see a lot less of expanding happening there because we are not like anchoring on things that needs to be understood and all of those things. Where all do we expand? One place where we expand is to say, if I use a term that people will not understand, then I will expand there, stop the speech there, expand what I spoke about. Like, for example, if I said cancer in my speech, then I can stop there and expand a little bit about what cancer is and what it does and that, then move on to the next part of the speech. Okay, or if I use a chemical name, then I can expand it and go. Second thing, if I think saying I will tell this, but if people don't understand the depth of it, then you stop there and expand it. Like, for example, there was the 6 feet man that was that was chasing me and I started running. Is an incident that you say. But what if you said there was a 6 feet man standing there? I looked at him. He had long beard, wearing a huge hat, and he was wearing some kind of a huge coat over him, and I saw that he was looking at me. I just was not making eye contact with him, but he was still looking at me. Then that means you are expanding to tell how serious that was. You get the idea? You can say I was playing cricket, I got out, I was going moving out, but like walking back to the pavilion. Easy, But if you said I was playing cricket, I got out, as I was carrying my bat and walking back to pavilion, I was thinking in my head saying, oh my God, that was a very easy ball. Why did I get out? Now all of my friends are going to mock at me for this one wicket. You're expanding there. You see, the story is not going to the next part, but you're expanding there and explaining what exactly is running in your head. Got it, everybody? Okay, through three rules of showing versus telling. What is it? First one is to use the senses. Second one is this happened, this happened. I'm going to copy paste what I put there. What is it? Yeah, this happened, that happened, and I thought. And the third one is advance and expand. Where is my advance and expand? Yeah, expanding and advancing. Okay, three rules. Let me see if you're applying these three things in our speeches in the coming weeks. Thank you so much, and over to Malpani ma'am.
Thank you, John. And so, with this, we have come to the end of the educational session, and we are going into our 64th meet. Over to our TSOD with youth.
Hi, hi everyone. Today, I'm going to introduce the team and the members of this uh, theoretical speaking club. So, good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that is part of almost everyone's life. It's sports. Sports are not just games. It's a way to keep our body healthy, our minds sharp, and a spirit long. Whether it's football, cricket, basketball, or running, or even a simple game of catch, sports give us energy and joy. And today, our uh, spotlight speech conductor is going to be Irene, who's going to give the topics for you guys. And Zoom operator is going to be Akshat. Timer as Madhuyalini. Grammarian Sashwant.
Vidyut, 1 minute, Vidyut. You have to call one by one. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Not at a stretch. First, you have to call our auxiliary evaluators team. And you have to call. Now we have our timer, Madhyalini. She has to speak. Then you have to call the next person. Okay.
So now we have our timer, Madhuyalini.
Thank you, Vidyut. Hello everyone, I'm Madhyalini, your timer for today. I'll be timing your speeches so you don't have to. So for the prepared speeches, the time limit is 3 minutes. That means 2.5 at yellow, 2.5 yellow, 3 minutes green, and 3.5 red. If you speak less or more than the time limit, you are disqualified. For the spotlight time limits is 2.2 minutes. So 1.5, I'll give a yellow emoji, 2 minutes green, 2.5 red, and again, if you speak less or more, you're disqualified. So all the best. This is your timer, Madhyani, saying bye and signing off.
Vidyut, you're not audible, Vidyut. Now you can call the next grammarian, Sashwant. Vidyut, you're not audible.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Now you can call the grammarian.
Now we have the grammarian, Sashwant.
Sashwant is muting and unmuting multiple times. Okay, something wrong with Sashwant's mic. You can call somebody else and then.
Okay, you can go with the next person, Akshat, the Zoom operator.
Next, we have the filler counter, Ruchir.
Ruchir is not present. You can call listener Fiona and Akshat, Zoom operator.
Okay. So we have our listener, Fiona.
Hi everyone, I am the listener for today. And and I will be asking you questions about the spotlight speech. So listen carefully and you tell the answers. I'll ask the question.
Akshat, Zoom operator Akshat.
Next, we have the Zoom operator, Akshat.
Hello everyone, I am today's Zoom operator and I'll be in charge of spotlighting you and taking care of the Zoom. Thank you.
Now the evaluator 1, Sahasra.
So we have our evaluator 2, Sahasra.
Hi everyone. Today I will be evaluating Akshita and her topic is how the Indian education system is broken. So yeah, now the stage is yours, Akshita.
Before I start, I cannot turn on my camera because the power is out here. So if you can please excuse me for that. All
Yes,
right.
no issues, Akshita. Without camera, you can pause.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm.
Um, have you ever felt that feeling where you could just stop going to school anymore? Like, especially on that one Sunday evening when you're completing all of your homework. That what if you could just become homeschooled? Or what if you just could start open learning? Well, I've been there an unhealthy amount of times. And so I decided to find out why I was feeling that way last Sunday. So it was yet another Sunday evening where I was cramming up many of my Max notebooks, which are pretty much, and I had to complete all of these exponential powers problems. And I just felt like I could stop going to school from the next week. And when I asked ChatGPT why I was feeling this way, it gave quite an unusual answer from its usual relatable replies. Told me that I am feeling like that because the syllabus is too big for me. But I knew that the syllabus wasn't just big enough. So I found out, and this is why everyone feels that way. If you take an elephant, a fish, a giraffe, and a monkey and give them the same type of exam, that is, to climb a tree and see who climbs it first and gives them marks, then obviously the fish is going to fail. The elephant is going to fail. The monkey is the only one which is going to win. And that is exactly what's happening with the Indian education system. And not only the Indian, but almost all across the world. We are asked to attempt an exam that could define our entire lives based on merely just numbers when we have much more skill and talent than just math, science, physics, chemistry, social, English. So, what I propose is that we should stop supporting this kind of, let's say, cruel choice. And I feel like we should start opposing this because I know many of us already have a post about this, but we're not really taking action. So I talked to my coordinator about this, and this is what she said. Of course, I will try my best to not give the same type of situation for you, but we are required to do so by certain government rules. So, in that case, if you want to change it, then the only option you have is to change the government itself. And ultimately, changing the government is in our hands. So, somehow, my topic came from the education system to democracy, but let's not talk about it. That's something for another day. So, what I'm trying to say is the education system is broken and we should try our best to fix it. Thank you. Because we are the one getting affected.
Vidyut?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Continue. You can now call Iron to conduct spotlight speeches because we have only one speaker.
Okay. So now we are going to start with the spotlight speeches, which are conducted by Irene.
So, hello everybody. I'm Irene. I'm your spotlight speech conductor. So, many of you might know how this works, but for those who don't, spotlight speeches are basically where I'd give you a topic and you have to speak about it on the spot. So, This basically helps you to think outside the box, talk about topics that you really have never thought of, or maybe topics you have cared about but didn't have a place to bring awareness about it. So basically, you guys have to raise your hands if you'd like to do the spotlight speeches.
Can I raise the digital hand?
Yeah, the digit. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys topics. So Akshita, your topic would be would you rather have your sibling read your diary or your teacher read it out loud in the class?
To be honest, neither, but yeah.
Okay. Next, Fiona.
Wait, is Akshita not making a speech out of it?
Yeah, but like I'll give them the topic and then I'll go back.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah. Fiona, are you there? Yeah. Okay. So your topic is would you rather have no exams or no homework forever?
Thank you.
Okay, Jaden. Your topic would be what is one lesson you've learned the hard way? Okay.
Yeah. Can I have a minute or two to prepare?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give the topics and everybody else will do their speeches so that you can have that time.
Back.
Okay. Ashmita. Your topic would be if I was the principal for a day, the first thing I do is dash.
May I get a
I'm sorry, what?
Repeat the topic, I think.
Oh, repeat. Okay.
hello?
Yeah. The topic is if I was the principal for a day, the first thing I do is dash. Got it? Okay. Anybody else would like to participate?
Steve and Jaden, you can get your topics. Steve and Jaden. You can call Steve and give the topic and Jaden.
Okay. Jaden. Your topic would be
Wait, see whether he is.
yeah.
Jaden,
Oh,
is it okay? Yes. Give
okay.
him.
Okay. So, if you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future, and why? Yeah.
Steve,
Would you like to participate?
last week too, you were a silent observer, so you can participate, Steve. Okay, you go with the others, then we'll come back to Steve. Paul Akshita.
Okay, Akshita, you can go ahead with your speech. So the stage is yours. Lights, camera, action.
Thank you so much, Irene. Hey everyone, I'm Akshita, and I'm pretty sure at this point you probably know me already. So my topic was, would you rather have your sibling read your diary or your teacher read it out loud in front of the entire class? But I have neither because I don't really have a diary. But let's talk about facts here. Scientists have actually proved that having a diary helps you control your emotions and manifest your dreams 10 times much better than just normally thinking about it. So, if you're like me, please don't be like me because I have tried my best to change the fact that I don't have a specific diary, but I've never been able to maintain one. So, try your best to maintain one, and I'm pretty sure that you will reap the effects much better. Thank you.
That was a great speech. And next we'd have Fiona to do her speech. So the stage is all yours. Lights, camera, action.
Thank you. I would rather no exams because homeworks are like they give me little homeworks, but exam is a full paper, so I need to finish it. If I get low marks, I get scoldings. But in homeworks, if I write, I do not get scoldings from ma'am because it's a new generation. New generation, but I will just get a wrong in the book. That doesn't matter. But in exams, if you get lower marks, when we join another school and get easy in this school, they would see our paper and do it. That's a disadvantage. But I don't care about that. So thank you.
Okay, that was a very short and crisp speech, Fiona. Next, we'd have Jaden to do his speech. Yeah. So the stage is all yours. Lights, camera, action.
So basically, I'm Jinty Ronson for those who know me and those who don't. And today I'm here to talk about the one lesson I learned the hard way. I have many lessons I've learned the hard way, but one special example I have is a lesson I've learned the hard way twice. Not like, even though I knew I should not do it, I still kept doing it and I got payback for it. So this happened like when I was 8 years old. I would say I don't exactly remember, but at least happened 2 or 3 years ago. So I was going to my native to see my grandmother to as my exams got over, so we were enjoying. So when I went, my father gave me a gold chain that I could wear. So I decided like I would show it off and I would keep and I would I would like to enjoy myself with it a lot. So basically what happened was, so I kept the gold chain safely when I was in Tingangali. But then after I was going back to my house in Coimbatore, we decided to stop in Dindigul to eat some food. And basically there I decided to remove my gold chain and I never came back with it. And the second time this happened was when I went when I went to an MUN event, Modern United Nations, in my school. So that time I was sixth grade, and finally we could start wearing watches. So my mom gave me a really expensive watch, which I was really showing off and flexing to all my friends. Hey, this is a really expensive watch. I really like this. So I was flexing and flexing. So on the last day of the MUN, the watch is a bit loose. So it suddenly fell and broke. I kind of learned it the hard way. It took me a lot of courage to tell my mom that I broke it. So because of that, I kind of learned my lesson not to show off anything, whether it is your marks, whether it's your materials, anything. So from that, I learned a really valuable lesson. So yeah, thank you.
That was a great speech, and let's move on to the next person, which would be Jaden.
Irene, can you give topics to somebody else and then come back to Jaden and Ashmita? Because
Yeah, okay.
Akshat and Steve, can you participate?
Okay, fine.
Give a topic to Akshat.
Okay. So your topic would be, what is one thing you are proud of? Okay. So would anybody else like to do
Yeah, give a
spotlight?
topic to Steve Samuel.
Steve.
Ma'am, I did not speak.
Huh?
Ma'am, I did not speak.
Who?
Ashmita.
Wait. We will give the topic to them and then come back to you. Okay. Steve, get your topic.
Okay. So your topic would be, if you had 1 hour with zero rules, what would you do?
Are you okay with the topic, Steve?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can go with Ashmita's.
Okay. Ashmita, so you're going to be talking about your speech. So the stage is all yours. Lights, camera, action.
So good evening to everyone, and I'm Ashmita. So let me start my speech. So my question was, if I was the principal for one day, it would be a day that would make me to remember forever. So let me start. No homework or assignments for a day, just fun and relaxing. Students would get some special like extra game time or movie marathon. I will organize a special celebration for teachers showing for their hard work in teaching for us. And sorry it went out because I did not have network.
Okay, continue.
Hello.
Yes, continue.
Yes, ma'am. I'll plan fun outdoor games like talent shows or outdoor games. Okay. I let the students make key decisions about school activities and menus and events. So thanks for your precious time and patience.
Thank you so much, Ashmita, for that speech. It was very interesting. I would love to be there if you were the principal. But let's move on to
Thank
the
you.
next person. Jade, you can go ahead with your speech. So the stage is all yours. Lights, camera, action.
So I choose future because I want to know if what happens in the future. Will people die or people will survive? Or the age is going higher and higher. So one basic thing. 2026 and 27. Because next year there's a football World Cup. I want Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, or anyone to win. And it's the 2027 Cricket World Cup. I want India to win. So that's a few things. So I also want to know, how are people motivating others in the future? Or how will the environment be cleaner? Yeah, but the environment thing has no chance. But some chance. Like 98.9% chance for it not to be. And 1.01% that chance of that. So future, why? Future, like futures. Like you like few people say like 2050, India will be the second largest country. So can you, if I go to the future, I can go to straight to 2050 and see how will it be in India. And also what age would I be? So there's a lot of things we can do in the future. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jaden, for that speech. It was very interesting, and yeah, I actually wonder after that. So,
Irene, can you give the topic to Akshit? Because he wants it again.
your topic was, what is one thing you're proud of?
Mm.
One thing I am proud of.
Yeah. Go with Steve, then come back to Akshit, okay?
Okay, Steve, are you ready? So, stage is yours. Lights, camera, action.
Good evening, everybody. I am Steve Summer from Standard 4. Today I'm going to introduce you to the topic, what if 1 hour for you was without rules? 1 hour for you was without rules. There's lot of good things for children. For children, there's lot of children. For example, we could be blabbering all the time. If we were blabbering all the time, that means there's no rules. Nothing to talk in class. We get a free period also. In that, I can chat with my friends. They can chat with me. We can play in the monkey bar and lots of more fun. We can even take the lunch period as drawing period and other periods as joke period, and half of the lunch period lunch, another half drawing class. We itself will put a leader and do it. Also, if there are no rules for one day, what will happen to people with babies? If there's no rules, that means babies can also do what they want. So there'll be a lot of baby blues. Just like a cat ran away with the baby's cry. Mothers will become very tensed. Tensed. Ayo, what happened? What will happen to my baby? He's running here and there. Also in class, we can invent our own rules that teachers should not give home fund. Only one home fund a month. Like that, you can make any rules. Any rules. Also, we can blabber any joke, just like blabber any joke. Tamil, English, Hindi, Malayalam, Bengali, anything you can blabber jokes. It has one day, I'm sorry, 1 hour without any rules. Don't think it's a nice joke. 1 hour without rules. Mismatch for the teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve. That was really funny, but also, thinking outside of the box speech. Next, we'll go ahead with Akshat to go ahead with the speech. So, stage is all yours. Lights, camera, action.
So, one thing I am proud of is to have friends and a school like Mayflower. Even if I want to find a nice school, it would be Mayflower for me. Do you know why? Because they teach many concepts, and I mostly I like is my friends because they always make funs. Sometimes we even break rules, but what I really like is the friendship between us. So we many times make jokes, we many times make each other laugh, and it's so much fun in the classroom more than studies. So if anybody asks me what one thing that you want, so I'll definitely reply my friends and school. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akshat. That was an amazing speech. And
Irene, you can give a last call if anybody is willing to participate. Sahasra or Shashwant.
okay, would anybody else like to participate? Sahasra, would you like to participate? Okay. So I guess nobody would want to participate, but okay, so I like to say that the spotlight speech conduction was, very interesting, and everybody put all their minds to the topics that I gave. So I really enjoyed listening to all of you. Now I'll hand over to the TSP.
Vidyut? Yes, it's over to you. You can
So,
call the reports. First, you have to
so,
call the evaluator Sahasra. Then you have to call the time grammarian. But I don't think so. Sashwant is also there. So you can call timer Madhuyalini. Then give it to listener. Okay.
so I have to call first
Sahasra.
Sahasra. So now Sahasra give her evaluation.
So yeah, so I'm gonna evaluate Akshita. So like her topic was like super good. I mean, like every time she has topics that are related to the country, politics and education and all. But then yeah, that was amazing. And then you can improve by like having some intonations in your voice, like maybe like changing the pitch of your voice and all. And then I really like the way you spoke and the kind of accent you had. And yeah, that's all I would like to say for evaluating Akshita. Thank
Up next, we have our uh, timer, Madhyalini.
Hello, everyone. I'm back from our reports. So, I'm just going to say the people who are qualified and one little extra thinking. So, people who are qualified are Jaden, who spoke in the spotlight speech. And second, Jaden is also qualified. Steve is also qualified. And only three people are qualified in spotlight speeches and also in the entire meet. Rest of all the people are disqualified because they spoke less or more. And the surprising news is I actually timed the entire spotlight speech session, which came to a total of 20 minutes and 55 seconds. Thank you, everyone.
After that, we have our listener, Fiona.
Hi everyone. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Now turn on the chat box and let's keep our chat box active. What did Jaden's father get for his birthday? Only one person have I don't know. Madhu Yalini is the winner of this question. She gets 1 point. And another one is, what is Akshat proud of? Madhu Yalini gave friends and family, but it's only friends. Jaden gets 1 point. And everybody forgot another 1 point.
1 second, Fiona. Akshat, type it in the chat for a common chat. Okay, you are sending it only to me. Type it in the common chat. Yes, Fiona, you can continue.
Yeah. The another point is to have a school like Mayflower. What did Jaden with glasses? Jaden with glasses climbed on? Huh? Like, what did Jaden climb on?
Yes, you can reveal the answer.
Jaden climbed on a monkey ball. And what are 2 years Jaden told is going to be in the future? I repeat it again. What are 2 years that Jaden told that another Jaden told that he is another Jaden told that another Jaden told that the 2 years or no, it's Akshat. I think it's wrong. Can I reveal the answer, Mom?
Yes.
Mom,
Yes, yes.
the answer is 2026 and 2027. And the final last question is, what is Jaden? No, I don't know the name, but is he going? Somebody said that they're going to blabber something, right? This is like true or false. Are they going to blabber Tamil? Just type T for true, F for false. Jaden B. Oliver to everyone. I think Jaden receives a point. Now, Madhu Yalani and Jaden B. Oliver receives one point, I guess. Thank you. Over.
As of now, the meeting is over, and I'm going to hand over the meeting to Malakshmi.
Thank you, Vidyut. Really, you did a wonderful work. Though you are very new and you are not aware of the your role, but you did it really great. But by hearing it even in the last minute, it was difficult for you because so many of them were on for the meet. So we have to give the roles to new persons, isn't it? So that was also really a big deal to note down the names in the last minute and do all those things. So my feedback would be really, I would request you to attend the meet only 1 day per week, and that too only 1 hour or 1.5 hours. So please attend it. Really, it is the place where you learn and grow. So children, don't miss out this meet. Only weekly once you are getting it. So please make use of the opportunity. You will never find a stage to talk, to showcase all your talents and to deliver your ideas or thoughts. So this is the stage where you get to deliver your ideas and to share your thoughts with your friends and others. So please make use of it. And Akshita, when it comes to your topic, it was really so good. And the way you presented was good, and it was very well organized speech. But as Sahasra said, you can add some stories to it. As you know, the speech should have a story, the data on your observation. So you can have those steps to do things. And when it comes to our spotlight speeches, Irene, really the way you conducted and the topics that you gave was really excellent, and it was kindling the childrens to talk a lot. Okay, and the spotlight speakers also did a wonderful job. I should appreciate always Jaden and Steve to have a very casual speak about it. Even when everyone goes to ChatGPT or find points to Google or somewhere, but they both know they will come out with their own points and the very casual speech about their thing. Really, that was so good to hear. And then Fiona, Akshat, though you are very late to the meet, you have joined only 2 weeks before, but you did a wonderful work. And Jaden Rawlinson, the way you said that we should not expose it to others, that was really a great point and a good point to note, make a note of it. And the evaluators part, when it comes to Sahasra, she did her work very well, and her speech was really very clear. So that was also good. And Fiona, the listener, has taken up steps to listen to the speeches, but you can be more specific and clear in your questions. Okay. So that was the feedback from me. And now I have sent you the link. You can start voting on it. You can start voting so that we can count the number of votes. And Madhyalini, as a timer, you did a wonderful work. And Ashmita, always spotlight speeches. You want to be only spotlight speeches. Please try to be a part, or you can take up the roles. Okay. And why Jaden and Steve is not taking up any roles every week? Only I have to come and message you in person. Even then, sometimes you're not taking up your roles. Please take up your roles. Okay, if you have any doubts to be clarified, join on Monday's dry run and get clarified. Okay, don't be hesitant to sit back and don't get be hesitant to get clarified. I'm there to always to support you, and John sir is also there to support you. So you can join on Monday's meet to get clarified about all your doubts. And now I'm going to share this week's leaderboard. Okay, so we'll see the leaderboard because many are not going through the online courses. So I'm going to share you the leaderboard. So this is the leaderboard for this week. So leading for the past 7 days, it is Tanya Shri, Ram Vivan, and Madhuyalini. Okay. And for the past 30 days, it is Sashwant. Suddenly has come up. Then Tanya, Ram Vivan, and Ruchir. And for all time, it is Madhuyalini and Murari and Sashwant is there. So please try to do this. And from next week, I'm going to ask you questions from this. Okay. I'm going to ask you questions from the courses. Because so many are not going through the courses, I'm going to ask you questions. So you all know this page, isn't it? Have you all opened up at least this? And have you all seen this? So this is our humorous public speaking level 1. So I'm going to ask questions from this every week. You have to go through and you have to complete the lessons. Only then you can answer it. Okay, we will be having a quiz. So what is the procedure to give your speech and how to evaluate? Everything is there. Project 1, assignment 1 is there. How many of you have done and completed project 1, assignment 1, project 2, assignment 2? All these things have you at least gone through? Please go through it and complete it. I hope this Friday will be a holiday, isn't it? So you can do this work. Okay, now let me reveal the
Results.
Results. Yes. Yes, the best main role is backed by Irene, the spotlight speech conductor. And the best speaker, there is no competitor, so it is, of course, Akshita. And the best evaluator also, of course, no competitor, so it is Sahasra. The best auxiliary evaluator goes to Madhuyalini, the timer. The best spotlight speaker, I think 3 are getting the same points. Okay, so it is, wait a minute. It is Jaden Oliver, Akshita, and Fiona. Okay, so 3. Jaden Oliver. Sorry, not Jaden Oliver. It is Jaden Rawlinson. It is Jaden Rawlinson. Sorry, it is Jaden Rawlinson, Akshita, and Fiona. Okay, so this is this week's performance. So I hope all are well settled with this meet. Thank you all for being a part of the meeting and making it a successful one.